we live?
We are live!
Why are you, who are you shouting at?
What was that intro? Jesus.
That sucked.
I am the land of the
Hello.
world.
Hello.
I'm Ms. Doubtfire with
Shut the
cream.
fuck up! Hello! Welcome to the podcast.
What the fuck, dude?
Dude.
Your family must live in fear.
Daddy knows what's up. He's the
Yeah.
My
boss.
family doesn't talk to me the way you fuckers do.
Fuck.
Wow.
They respect
'Cause
me.
they know what happened.
They respect me.
I did sense a Mrs. Doubtfire tinge there, Rocco. You're right.
Hello, my dear.
Yeah, you said that like you're somebody with something to hide.
I have so much to hide.
I've been trying to get the fucking tweet out about this live show.
Well, then
Okay,
we're
all
not
right.
even
For like 5
live.
minutes.
Watch your
Well,
language.
Look at
on
this.
Twitter.
Guys,
Watch your
Tweet is
language.
not loading right now. What's the? Oh, I'm sorry, Twitter. Am I all this text?
People
is
are
really
going to Twitter right now to
bogging you
look and see if
down.
we're live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And
are
we're
they
not
live?
even.
No,
Who knows?
refresh.
Who's to say we even are live?
Is it the year
Honestly.
of Luigi still?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What's your language?
Look at this.
Guys,
Tweet is not loaded.
this is we were
What
taking
was
the
it?
Lord's name in vain earlier.
Okay.
Let's hit the
Things are
theme.
working
Let's
now.
hit a theme song.
We have the girl them body and knuckle them about them. The novel them, cause in the club and we a pop up all the back. Remember say them can't run in, cause we defend and we tackle them. And no water come out and we not see them. Back up on the match and no we no care what them a say. Come me like them out and move but we no hear what them a say. We no matter what the years and them a say your money. Your body big paper. Them a say you hear me.
We're back.
Luigi got his own year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Metroid 30th anniversary came. Not a mention. Nothing.
That's
And then wasn't. I think there was some other anniversary too.
Well, you
Same
can't.
news.
Shit
Nintendo
on
just
Metroid.
can't hijack Chinese New Year all the time for their
Samus
characters.
got snubbed. Yeah.
I'm surprised they got away with the whole
Samus.
year of Luigi. That's is Luigi the most important fictional character? Does he deserve a whole year?
I think
Do we
When
need
they had no Mario game coming out that year, yes.
365 days to reflect on how great
Yeah.
Luigi
They
is?
looked at the calendar of releases, like, we don't have shit coming out. We got to
Yeah.
make Luigi something like cool because we don't have nothing else.
they honored
You
gotta
him
make
though.
Luigi sexy.
He was.
Yeah,
he's
gotta make
always
him
been,
sexy.
you know, behind the spotlight forever, and now he got his own year. I think it was well earned.
Who is the sexiest Nintendo character? Just
Oh.
Nintendo, not video game character.
Link.
Nintendo. Link? Luigi?
Gandalf. Hello.
Gandalf.
Tall,
Gandalf.
Tall, dark, handsome.
I think you're
Gandalf.
confused.
Bad
That
boy.
is not. That is not
Uh,
Nintendo.
All right, then second choice, Ganondorf.
okay, there we are.
I gotta go Zero Suit Samus.
No dry
Yeah,
bones.
you would
Oh,
say
of
that.
course you would
This
say
guy.
that.
Oh,
What?
oh,
Nobody
the,
else
the
said that.
blonde girl, big booby,
Oh,
white
Skin
skin
tight.
girl,
Skin-tight outfit.
scantily clad with
Birdo.
stilettos. That is
I'm not
such,
gonna pick Bowser.
that is such a bullshit fantasy of a
Yeah.
woman. Okay, you should have picked Bowser.
Yeah, check out my
you should have
fanfic,
picked
Rocco.
female Bowser because that would have reflected appreciation for cool personality.
you should have picked male Bowser.
Yeah, why not? Instead, you just picked hot blonde, typical. That is such a typical
Dry
answer.
bones Bowser, even I'd give you.
Get
I mean,
get
I just-
obscure. Throw an obscure answer out there.
Okay.
Regular Samus.
Yeah, regular Samus or Princess Zelda.
Royalty. He's into power. He's attracted to power.
I'm sticking with my choice of Ganondorf. Somehow he pulls off black skin, red hair.
Yeah.
He's the only character I know who looks good with that combination, that color complexion
I gotta
combination.
disagree. I'm going with your original pick of Gandalf.
Gandalf is
Yeah,
pretty good
Gandalf's
too.
pretty
The
good.
gray or
Hey,
the white?
the white.
I wanted
the
to
white.
go with Gandalf, and everybody's like, "Ooh, that's not a Nintendo character." All right, there's a Lord of the Rings game on Nintendo.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it should count.
Oh,
What
Well, then I
else?
say the wave
okay.
race pilot.
Yeah.
I say the Wave Race Dolphin.
There was a
There were some hot girls in Pilot Wings.
in Wave Race. We always
There were, yeah.
played that game. There was like 3 characters that were normal, and there was this one guy who was like really large.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was an interesting choice. There's 4 characters, but one was a big guy. Why'd they do that?
What big guys like to have fun too.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You
Like,
guys have tons of fun sometimes.
yeah, it was just a weird. It was a weird choice.
You know,
Choice.
I'm gonna change mine.
Yeah.
Sexiest Nintendo character. the me that I created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I created him
You know what?
in my own image.
I'm gonna change mine too.
Yeah.
Sexiest Nintendo character, Ninetales from Pokemon. Because that thing is always
Alright.
showing off its 9 tails. Like, ooh, look at my rear end. Look how many tails I have.
9 arrows pointing to.
And you know what? After a while, the subliminality of it all gets to you. I see what Nintendo's trying to do. Kudos.
It
Got
all
me.
it all points to.
You know, some people in the chat seem upset with whatever you said about large people, and I wanted to comment on it,
Okay, go
but
ahead.
I didn't hear any of it. I was still trying to think of other hot Nintendo characters. So I don't know what he said.
My point is, it's like a
I
sport-
really didn't.
It's like a sports game, and like usually they have athletes.
What was the sports game?
It's Power
Wave
Wave
Race.
64.
Oh, it was Wave Race. Yeah,
power
yeah.
lifter.
Why can't
Yeah.
there be a big dude in
No,
that?
they can't be. I'm just saying, like, normally if you see a wave race, a jet ski competition, they all have the same build because that's the same, like,
No.
sport.
Right, they're like aerodynamic
You're
or
so-
whatever.
Right, that's
They're
what I'm
being
saying.
so typical.
Like, if you watch a marathon, they all
Think
look,
outside the
they have the
box.
same body type if they're in a marathon because they have all.
No.
Yeah,
that
they're
sport.
trained for it.
That's my
Okay.
point. Not
So,
that
so
it's
if a
weird
big guy,
that
if
there's
the
a
big
bigger
guy's in
guy.
a marathon, Sean's gonna discriminate against him.
I'm not. I'm saying,
No,
like,
the developer
Why
was
can't there be a
discriminating.
fat Olympian?
Exactly.
you
And
can
there
be
are.
any body type.
Why
My
can't
point-
Usain Bolt be fat?
My point
Exactly.
is, if you
And
look at the
he probably
sprinters,
was.
their body types are all the same because
Yeah,
that is what their
discrimination.
body is trained for.
Because
You're-
discrimination.
you're
so
realist.
typical.
Why not? No woman's guy.
Discrimination. Exactly.
I mean,
How come you
I'm
can't
just-
go to 5 girls
Hey,
and get a
I'm
burger?
Just saying.
You're a realist, Sean. I get it.
Why can't Michael Phelps be fat? Because
Exactly.
pressure.
In off season, you should.
Because
and I
people
feel
like Sean
bigger people
won't let him.
can be athletic. I'm just saying that you wouldn't see like
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm
Digging a
athletic.
hole.
Doesn't matter.
You ever see sumo, Sean?
I do see
Yeah,
Open a
sumo.
book.
Yeah,
Open a
and
sumo
Good
book.
luck being a sumo.
But that's what I'm saying is like if you see like a
you
marathon
twig.
runner in a sumo competition, it doesn't add up. It's a little weird.
Tweet at
Yeah.
Sean.
Oh, come on.
Very fast.
Let him know what a twiggy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Sean is just so skinny.
Hashtag twig.
This is like deep-seated
Yep.
resentment and
I have
hatred.
no resentment for anyone.
Yeah.
Hashtag twig. Sorry, Sean,
think
but
so.
they're coming your way now.
Who's coming my way?
The disses.
I-
Shaming.
I get the disses and shaming all the time, people.
Anyways, welcome to the MEGA64 podcast. We have a new intro now, so we don't even need to introduce ourselves because the
That's true.
intro does it for
Yeah,
us.
That's
I
smart.
love
the
That
names
was
are
smart.
there.
Thank you.
I want to clarify that Derek made that because I got a lot of compliments over the weekend that I made that.
I got a lot
but
of. I got
That's
a lot
I
of
had to tell
criticisms.
people, no, that was not me. That was
It's
all
okay.
Derek.
We're a group here.
We
so
are.
Nice.
We are.
We make everything as a team.
Well, if you like that opening, I don't want to take the spotlight here, but I edited some segment intros. You'll see later too, and so people at home can compare who kind of did the better job.
Cool.
Oh.
Who's like the cooler editor of the group? You'll probably know. Sean edits the podcast itself, so
Right.
you might also see some techniques in there.
Okay.
And Eric edits live, so you're going to be able to compare a lot of people.
Someone's being left
Garrett's
out
out.
I'm
to
having a hard time today, though.
left out to dry.
Because you got hung out to dry, right?
Yeah, right?
Kevin fucked us. Kevin went to PAX South
Can you believe this
with
guy?
with Frank to have a good old time.
Yep.
And
Didn't let us know.
who's on camera right now?
Nobody.
Exactly. That
Didn't even cover his ass.
That
can't
guy
believe you
is
trust
eating
him.
fucking lobster and setting 2 free for every one he eats in his Texas
what a
hotel.
diva.
What? He's
That's a
setting
lot of-
2 lobsters free in his Texas hotel.
That's
For
a lot of
everyone he
lobster
eats,
costs.
Yeah, throws it back in the sea.
Dude, I was at Costco today, and they had 3 lobster tails on
that.
sale for $193.
Yeah, Costco's
Nice.
freezer section
That's
has got like
fucking nuts.
gigantic shrimp
Wow.
and
Yeah.
lobster.
They have like
and
a
it's
crab.
expensive.
They have the whole crab for like $300. Like,
Ain't-
Jesus Christ,
Ain't
who's doing
nobody
this?
in the 99% going to Costco, I
Fuck
guess.
no.
God damn.
Nope.
I guess that's rich person store now. We're going to have to be shopping
Crazy.
at Big Lots for our deals.
Yep.
Bullshit. Where do we... Where do
You
we
ever been to a Big
Oh,
Lots?
fuck.
I love Big Lots.
Yeah, I haven't been in a while, but it's fun. You can get some good deals there.
It used to be called Pick and Save.
Yeah, my
Oh,
grandma
And
yeah.
that was what my dad affectionately called Pick and Steal.
pick and steal.
You can steal from Big Lots. It's so cheap. What are they going to...
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't even miss out
You know
on
your
much.
spices, like your McCormick spices for the kitchen?
Yeah?
You don't buy those at the grocery store for like $6.
You don't?
No.
Get them at Pick and Save
For
like
free.
free. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know that. I should go there.
but like really like $2.
Huh.
Yeah, Big Lots
Pick and
is
Save.
nice.
Yeah, Big Lots, Pick and Save. Everything there basically costs $1. But screw that. You know what? Spend your dollar on something that's worth it.
What's
Where?
that?
Sign up for the MEGA64 Patreon.
Oh,
For just $1, you get access to our bonus show, Friend Dimension.
Yeah.
which we had a very special episode come out this week.
Well, I don't know if it's out.
Oh, really? Well, by the time
yes.
Tuesday arrives.
Yeah.
But any moment now. It's honestly, I had trouble I had issues with YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, I can't imagine.
Well, they haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Let's hype it up because it is a very special edition.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to love this.
Yes.
Resident Evil 7.
Oh my god.
We are tackling it.
We played it. It's scary. I got personally scared. I was screaming like a little.
And we didn't even do
scaredy
VR.
pants, like a
No,
wuss.
we did not do VR.
Oh,
I'll
no.
say it. No, we were too scared for
No,
VR.
I can't do it. Garrett.
Plus, it's a
can't
group
do it.
session, so
Yeah, I get that.
We might as well. We're jumping around here a little bit. I realize that. We might as well talk about the game a little bit
yeah, let's talk about it.
because this is rare territory again where we've all played it.
Right.
Yeah.
And we all have something to say about it. When I initially saw it, when they initially announced it, I was like, awesome, they're doing something different. And it looks creepy. Great. Then all the stuff came out about it, and we got close to the release date. I was honestly like, I don't know if I'm going to play this. This looks horrifying, whatever.
They remember.
And
You were very vocal about it.
yeah, and I watched people play it, and I thought, this is too stressful to be fun. I have no desire to play this at all. And then what happened is I watched my brother play it, and I was like, you're making this look really fun. And then I realized, I watched everyone play it in VR. My brother is playing it on a new 4K TV. Awesome. It's got HDR. You see all the detail. He's got it's a wide field of view, and it was scary as hell, but he was conquering it. You know, it was like, okay, I'm going in here. All right, they're going to throw some kind of creature at me. I know they are. Boom, there it is. Okay, get down. Okay. Oh, all right, let's go. It was actually fun being with my brother going through it. And I realized this is still one of the scariest games I've ever seen. But with VR, it's just too much too soon. With VR, it's like, where am I? Where? Oh, that's it. Okay, where am I? It's like getting your bearings in addition to all the scary shit. So for me, that's something maybe I'll try someday if I beat the game and I know where everything is. But playing it normal, now it's like, okay, it's worth enduring the scary shit.
Right.
There is a really satisfying adventure here. Is where I'm at with it. Some freaks will want to play VR right away because of that. It really cuts you off.
Freaks.
Yeah, and it's
Are you into
great.
VR?
I say that
Are
affectionately.
you excited for
Well, you
VR?
said you're a
Am
freak.
I
He's
excited?
playing it.
I'm only
That's how he's
playing
playing
in
it.
VR.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I love it.
Is it so it's too much for Rocco for VR, but is it
Yeah,
like
but Garrett
But do
is
you
a
think it's
fan.
too
Is a
much?
fan of that kind of stuff. And so
Yeah,
it's great.
I don't really have.
I'm not talking shit on the VR.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying
Of
for
course
me.
not. Here's the thing. It does not look as good in VR as it does the way you're playing.
And that's what I was surprised by too, because we started that
It's
game,
beautiful.
and Sean was
on the
outside,
TV
and it
screen.
was like, wow, the graphics are really good in
it
this
blew me
game.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But-
I'm very excited to beat it and go back and do it a second time, playing it through a first-person
Yeah.
perspective.
how far are you?
I have done like 2 bosses. Found like the second big key that you need.
Okay.
I'm
to
not even sure how
traverse.
far that is. In comparative
I mean,
to where you beat
I've
it, I don't even know.
explored like multiple, like 3-4 houses now, like different
Oh,
complexes.
really?
You're
Okay, so you're
like
far, yeah.
Resident Evil is like your favorite franchise.
Yeah, Resident
So,
Evil
yeah.
and Metal Gear.
How
are
does
definitely
this
up there.
stack up? Because
Yeah,
it's very
how
different.
do you think? That's
So-
what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I was with you. I wanted something new
Yeah.
to breathe new life into this franchise that has been totally sucked dry like a, vampire.
Yeah.
It is so different and so unique, and yet has all of those elements of the first game, and being really frightened because you don't know what to expect around that
Yeah.
next corner,
Yeah.
and literally like sneaking around and like sticking my head around corners to look and see, because at times it's like being in a madhouse where you're having to play hide and go seek.
Right. No,
And-
I agree with you.
And then at other times, it's really like, okay, I know there's some enemies I gotta fight here. I gotta get tactical and go fucking for headshots because I'm running out of ammo.
Yeah.
And it feels like that original Resident Evil where I'm running out of ammo. I've got to combine shit. Everything is combining and
Right.
crafting, which is,
You love that.
it's an element that,
Yeah.
kind of like wasn't in the first Resident Evil, but was in other ones. It's got a little touch of everything from the best series. And whoever wrote it is like the biggest Evil Dead fan.
Dude, that's what I was
ever.
gonna say. I feel like not only that, but there are so many horror movie
Texas Chainsaw
homages.
Massacre.
Dude, there are straight up like
It just in the
Evil
hour we
Dead
played.
nods.
It is like Evil Dead
All over the game.
and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I feel like a couple other classic horror movies.
Sure.
Friday the 13th, I
for
thought,
sure.
at one point.
Yeah, like we were playing this point where a character just comes smashing through a wall.
Yeah, that's
and
at the beginning. So
it's
yeah,
in the beginning, and I
that's
felt
okay.
like that was very much like Jason in Friday the 13th, and then there's like a cannibal family, and the way that shot is framed is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the dinner scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, and
grandma
like
sitting
you
there.
know, kind of like the evil girlfriend in the basement, and all the stuff that happens
Yeah.
to the main character. That's very like Evil Dead.
Well, in the very beginning, yeah, hand gets cut off.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and like chainsaw wielding, and
Right.
like it's there's a point where you're fighting one of the bosses. He gets a chainsaw weapon and says "groovy," like
Oh, no
as
shit.
dialogue,
Wow.
which was
That's pretty on the nose.
yeah, right on the fucking nose. So like I
Well-
had made these correlations before I got to that point, but then it was like really like wow, they were huge Evil Dead fans. I think going into this.
when we check out, we played it on Friend Dimension. It's not up yet, but it will be up soon.
Mhm.
We talked about kind of the difference between scary video games and scary movies, and I personally think video games are scarier than movies.
Yeah.
Personally, but then I was thinking about it. I think video games are just inherently scarier than movies because you're in control and they're a little bit more
Yeah.
immersive. And then this being the first virtual reality, big mainstream immersive horror thing, I'll make a controversial statement. This might be the scariest work of art ever created
I think I'm with you on that.
in the history of mankind. Just in the essence of we had stories, and then we had movies, and then we had video games, and like as the new technology comes out, the others kind of get a little bit stale.
Yeah.
And this is so cutting edge
You're in
and
the video game.
so frightening and so like anxiety ridden.
Yeah.
Dude, I
yeah.
hurt my neck reacting to
Oh, really?
like something that scared me in the game.
I think it might be the scariest thing ever made. Frankly,
Really?
It rattled
Yeah.
the fucking, you know, here's the thing, like I go in and I sit down, I can do about 2 hours and then I start to kind of get not real nauseous. I could see myself getting there, but I start to get hot and I start to
Oh,
get
yeah.
like I want to break, but I don't sit and play video games for more than like 2 hours at once anyway.
Sure.
yeah.
So, you know, this is 2 hours without because you're not taking drinks or snacking or anything while you're playing VR. I got headsets on. I wear over the ear headphones. I'm in a swivel chair. I feel like I'm putting on Lawnmower Man
It
equipment.
is like a super immersive mashup of all the classic horror movies of the last 30 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool
But
experience.
not in a way that it's like tacky. I don't think. It's like
No,
I'm fine with all of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. It is real. When I was playing it with my brother, I have a lot more like playing this by myself is still stressful to a point beyond where I normally like it. But you do when you're playing it on a console, just on a TV, you do get into a groove of like, I know what to expect. Let's fucking do this. However, I will say I've had more fun playing with other people. We are playing it kind of together,
Right.
and it's fun having a group of people going, oh, you know what's coming next. Yeah, get this ready, and everyone kind of psyching each other up about it. I do have a little more fun. Not that it's bad single player at all by yourself, but the camaraderie makes it fun. And when I played with my brother and he was done with there was a part that was very terrifying. He looked at me and he was just like, that is survival horror.
Mhm.
It does not forgo one for the other. And that's what's great about this game, is it is horror, but I see people talking about like Outlast. It's kind of like a combination
like
of Outlast. No,
Outlast.
fuck Outlast.
I did
Because
not like
Outlast
Outlast.
was you can't do anything. You're in this ugly ass hallway and things jump in your face every 30 seconds. And I feel
Yeah.
like that comparison is not appropriate at all. It is survival horror in the sense that both get equal opportunity. Horror it's all around you, but survival is there. You start to learn its tricks and you get fucking ready for it,
Yeah.
you know, and that's why I think
and
it's great.
It really does. Once that game ramps up, it is Resident Evil, and you are shooting shit and killing shit.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I thought your description of hide and seek with a House of Maniacs was perfect.
yeah, and at times it is like that because they know when to stick that mode in front of you. Like you get a key, and then you know where you have to go use it.
Yeah.
But there's these crazy family members on patrol, and you don't want to come into contact with
Yeah.
them.
And that
So
was-
then it gets very like Metal Gear, kind of crouching and sneaking around walls.
That's the thing about VR that I wish that we had in the game, because you can look around the corner,
Yeah.
whereas
And
you
that,
can game.
that does surprise me that mechanic.
and dodge.
Because
Yeah.
people I know playing in VR have used that so much, that peering around like you can literally physically go like that, and the fact there isn't a mechanic like that in the
'cause you
regular
can't do
game is
that.
surprising.
It feels so satisfying, and then dodging enemy attack
That's
is
cool.
really
Yeah.
efficient too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
cool.
if I'm not running fast enough, and I know a guy's coming behind me and swinging,
Fuck that.
I'll quick turn
just like-
and lean forward, and I don't get hit.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a parry that is kind of like a guard that you use really efficiently that hasn't been in Resident Evil before, but it works in this mode. There's enough new stuff to make it a brand new and awesome. Like obviously the VR is a brand new breath of fresh air, but
Yeah.
it has all the old tropes of like puzzle solving and item finding and
So
combining.
you haven't beaten it yet? Not
no.
yet. Well,
I would say I'm like 5 hours in, 6 hours in.
how does it stack
cool.
up against all the others? Favorite Resident Evil? Second favorite?
No, the original Resident Evil will still always be, and maybe the remake, the GameCube remake,
Sure.
would be like my favorite Resident Evil, just because that's the story.
Is
Of
this
the first
is this
one,
like up
yeah.
there, like top 5 or lower end?
This we'll see when I get to play it a second run with
Okay.
the
Yeah.
first person instead of the VR mode. But I mean,
You're
God,
enjoying
this
it?
is really cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once again, if you want to see us play it and get our reactions for the very first time, check out what's gonna be the latest episode of Friend Dimension,
Yeah.
where we play Resident Evil 7.
Yes.
Also, you want to talk about
Yeah,
Our archive channel?
We had some stuff go up this week on, we have all kinds of stuff in the works. Let me just say, first of all, in terms of videos or other things, we're always working on something. So stay tuned. You're always going to hear about some other big kind of production on the way. But obviously, one thing that was going on is, you guys know, there was the MLK stream. What happened? It was a week and a day or two that it lasted.
Yeah, it just keeps
before
bursting
it
the barriers.
vanished into thin air. And if
Can't
you
be
don't know-
contained.
and if you don't know what this stream is, I'm not going to explain it. However,
you missed it.
we have our main YouTube channel and we have our archives channel. MEGA64.com/ no,
What?
sorry. YouTube.com/ MEGA64 archives.
There you
And we will be trickling out over the coming days. We have a little MLK playlist.
Oh,
Nice.
And just keep an eye on it over the coming days.
All right.
Little by little highlights from that week start showing up in that playlist. There's already a handful.
What was your favorite
there will
moment
be
of
more.
the MLK week this year?
This year I have to say, random discussions that broke out. There was one where we talked about movie, Kevin and I we would just be around, like, hey, do you want to go live? Yeah, what should we talk about? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Favorite after credit movie zinger.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then we went on and just, what's the best thing after the credits in a movie? Well, I liked when Howard the Duck did this. Oh, well, I liked Ferris Bueller. Okay, why talk about that? But there was one where we talked about assholes at movie theaters. Like, who's the biggest asshole that's ever been in a movie theater? And that led to that went 2.5
Jackass,
hours.
too.
We just talked that long about that, but then it turned into being an asshole at high school and being an asshole. It turned into all these stories. So
Got meta.
So probably that, or I don't know.
I like the Gabe the dog tribute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you would.
I did.
Thank you.
Gabe the dog
I-
lover.
I-
Yeah, little
I-
woofer.
That's me.
I set that up, and then we just had a bunch of midis to play, so I was playing that. But I'm like, I hope this doesn't come off as insensitive. I was being legitimate, but it's these Kiss from a Rose MIDI playing underneath it. So I hope that comes across as
Gabe would-
sincere. 'Cause
Gabe
I was,
would have loved
I
rolling
was
in his
sad about
doggy
it,
grave.
so I wanted.
Oh,
Okay.
Gabe would have loved Kit Seal tribute. He
The
loved
most
it.
fun that I had was I did 20 minutes, and Marcus answered relationship questions from callers and gave them tips
Yeah.
on boning. That was fun. I had fun doing that.
Good
so.
job.
Yeah, I had fun. It was late at night here, and I was working on something else, and I thought, well, I'll just go on for a minute. And within 5 seconds, I made up a character. That's what I like to do. I like to do something where people go, "What was just on? What was that?" And I put on a lab coat. I was Dr. Scrape. I just made that name up.
Yeah.
Dr. Scrape's Science Bible Monastery or something. And I just read. I had a book of Shakespeare. We have a Shakespeare book here. And I just read parts like they were passages from the Bible, or
That book looks
some
like
kind
a
of
Bible.
some kind of science Bible that I made up. And so I had people call in and try to get into.
Science Bible.
Yeah, it's like a different kind of Bible. It's like a mixture.
Drunka's starting a
mixture of aliens and the Bible.
Okay.
And
Sound familiar?
And so I had people call in and try to get into the my organization. They all failed.
You're channeling his inner Hubbard.
There was all kinds of strange stuff. But anyway.
Cool.
So yeah, there was also we streamed from a. I can't wait until Twitch adds.
Oh,
Supposedly Twitch is adding streaming to their app,
I'm excited.
where
for
you
that.
could stream from anywhere from a mobile device.
That's good.
That is
Because we actually, me, Kevin, and Brian periscoped from Denny's,
Yeah.
and we
You
had
did
like
that?
a podcast there basically.
We used to do that back in the day.
Yeah,
but-
and people were bringing it up. That's why we did it. It
Oh,
was
that's
like we haven't
great.
done that in a long time. We were already here,
Yeah.
so we just went, and it was great. But I wish that could be on Twitch, like you
It's
know,
coming though once they
Yes.
update the app.
at some point. Yeah,
All
I think it's in beta now or something like that. But anyway.
That'd
Nice.
be cool.
Hey, well, check all that out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MEGA64 archives,
Yeah.
right? Our second channel.
Yes.
All that stuff's going
Keep an
on.
eye on there. You know, Garrett's Poorly Played stream is still being uploaded there.
But more importantly, Dr. Scrape
Yeah.
reads
check
out of the
out
science,
Dr.
the
Scrape's.
scientific Bible, the alt Bible. If you will.
Yeah.
Hey, Yakuza Zero is
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been playing it, but
Nor
you
I.
have.
I haven't
Yes.
opened mine yet.
You haven't
no.
even opened it.
No. Resident Evil first.
Well,
Yeah,
soon.
see,
I assume
Resident
that.
Evil, I was like, I had written off, and it's only in the recent days that I've been like, okay, all right, my brother's playing it. Well, I'll check it out. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Um,
Well, since you're the only one who's played
but
it,
yes.
what's your review of it?
well, I want to say, I love that the Yakuza games are like obscure, and it was always their relationship with coming out in the U.S. was always like, ooh, I don't know if it'll come out here. I don't know.
Right.
I love that not only are they, but physically they're coming out.
Mhm.
Physical copy.
Yes.
It's cheap. And it came with, I love presentation. Great presentation. I opened that thing up.
The
it
business
had,
edition,
It had a
right?
metal business card holder that is like,
Oh.
that had a, dragon ingrained into it and stuff. It's
Whoa.
like, that's really cool. And you know what? This is just it's something you don't need to do, but what great presentation. I opened it up and it had the main character's business card with all his info.
Whoa.
And the second main
That's
character's
cool.
business card with all his info. And then a card for female escorts. Like one you would like get in Vegas.
Oh, Las
almost.
Vegas?
Oh,
Booker cards?
basically that.
Was there a phone number?
There wasn't. No.
Aw.
But if you have that
Sean,
card,
don't take those to school.
They should have
Pencils
set
gonna
up.
catch me.
They should have set up a Google phone number where you could call
Oh,
it, and there's some
yeah.
recording, of some girl
Hey,
in
big
Japanese.
boy.
Yeah,
Hi,
Yeah.
senpai.
Well, maybe they-
exactly.
because I think maybe they did. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't think there was a
could you
number.
I should be
use
working for
this
Yakuza.
holder for your business cards?
Yeah.
So you could take it to trips with you and just use that. For
And
your
people will
card
think
holder?
he's
Put your
Yakuza.
MEGA64
Yeah, we're gonna go.
cards in
Don't
the
mess
wall.
with this guy.
That's
Do it.
cool, dude.
This
But
guy's connected.
But anyway, just little things like that goes a long way, and I know that Sega is learning that stuff from Atlas because I know they're. I don't know if they bought Atlas or they're with them, but that's the kind of thing that is such goes a long way. With
Presentation.
Exactly. But anyway, it's great. I mean, the Yakuza games are, I see a lot of people say like, oh, they kind of look the same. They kind of look, well, you know what? They are. They are ongoing soap opera. But each game is better than the last. It's just, they keep coming out and they are similar to each other, but they improve each one. There's more crazy shit to do in each one.
So this is the best one ever.
Sure, to this point. But in Japan, they're a few ahead right now. There's
okay.
2 more. And the way I see it, I like playing the Yakuza games just because they're all fun, but I end up playing every other one. Because I find that, that's enough time. If I play each one, I start to get burned. But, this one is the first one on PS4. This one was a PS3 and 4 game.
Right.
So it was still straddling that line. But it's great. It's on the PS4. It's great. It's the best one yet. There's another one coming soon, and they've confirmed all these coming here. That's going to be a remake of the original Yakuza game.
Oh, really? But in an
Yeah.
updated.
But see, that one I'll buy maybe, but I don't know if I'll play it that much. Yakuza 6 is after that, and that's the first one that is full blown PS4 huge budget
Maxed
game.
out, yeah.
So it's that'll be the one to wait for. You know what I mean? So that's how that's kind of how I
think-
handle it. But right now, this game is great. It's amazing.
I play a third of every 4th one, probably.
Third of every fourth.
It's a good
Yeah.
format.
I never get
Every
through
12 years,
I'm not
you get a
very
full
good at math, so
Yakuza
that's fucking
experience.
me up.
Yeah, I never get that deep into them. But there's too many. There
lot
are
of
too
games.
many games to play, and I find myself when I want to take a Resident Evil break, I'm
Eric,
going back to Let It Die.
Is that a comment about his Luigi hat?
Well,
I'm still in the year of Luigi, guys. I don't know. I can't
He's a little
give it
behind.
up.
But what I like about this one a lot is this game is the perfect starting point if you've never played any. It is a prequel to everything. It is how it all began.
That's what I'm excited about.
And anyone can jump in, and it's set because it's so far back. It's set in 80s Japan, which makes it so great. It's got
That's cool.
It
I'm
is
excited
that
for
it's
that.
got that Shenmue vibe. It is like
cool.
a Shenmue.
Oh, you're selling me
follow-up.
on
Yeah.
it. I like
It has a bunch
Shenmue.
of,
It's a fun
It has a
game.
bunch of Japanese wrestlers in it.
Yes.
Too.
Okay.
There- yeah, you find like a wrestling circuit in it and stuff.
Cool.
It's
Yeah.
great.
My
So
That sounds cool.
Wait, the Japanese
Yakuza
wrestling
Zero.
is mixed up with the Yakuza? You don't say.
Listen, we don't talk. Just
Is that real life?
Well, Eric's gonna wind up
Garrett?
dead now.
now I'm talking.
It's amazing. It's amazing to me when I really think about like how popular these games that Sega makes in Japan.
Right.
Because like they're really talking a lot about how like business works within the real Yakuza in Japan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you should.
You think,
It
you
really
think they're
is.
connected?
Well, and I think too it makes kids growing up probably kind of like look at that life
Now-
as
Yeah.
after playing those games and being like that's pretty cool to
Isn't,
be.
Yeah,
isn't it
and-
true that Yakuza does stuff like trying
Well,
to get
can I
kids...
just pause on Garrett's note? I think yes, people are gonna play so much PlayStation, and then they're finally gonna be ready to take over the street.
Maybe.
Yeah.
as organized crime criminals.
I thought Rocco told me before that like Yakuza people go out and like give like kids money
Yeah.
or whatever just to
At
like
street fairs.
They
Yeah,
take
they-
care
they
of
give
the
cash.
community.
and just to kind of be like, hey, we're cool. Here's
Yeah.
here's $5
Yeah.
or whatever.
Once a
And
year.
Exactly.
they have specifically commented, rumor has it, if you ever see the guy who's created these games, the guy looks wild. Like, this guy is a party animal.
Okay.
And they say he's talked with maybe Yakuza,
Yeah,
or
it's-
maybe had them involved.
Some
But they have
Yamaguchi
confirmed,
Goombas.
like, Yakuza members have publicly
Loved
said,
the game.
these games are great.
But
Like,
But
I
that
love
gets
it.
their agenda across. What they want
Yeah.
is kids to like their shit and think they're cool.
Yeah.
So this is doing that.
so
for
it's
them.
like, keep these guys around.
I
Interesting.
mean, the games talk
they need
about
to get like the next generation of tough guys to fill out the ranks, and they know PlayStation
learn
4.
it through
That's the
PlayStation.
way to find them.
gambling,
Yeah.
But
girls.
What's great about
That's
these
right.
games, though, is they get real Japanese actors. They scan them and have them perform. And so when you get these
Ooh.
cutscenes, it's not everyone looks like, really well-designed Japanese character.
Right.
No, they're scarred, fucking beat-up Japanese dudes with smoking a cigarette, just like, what the fuck did you just say?
Oh.
They're
I
everyone.
love-
They all look scarred, and it's great. It makes the game that much better.
I'm a
Oh, yeah.
huge fan of the film genre.
Yeah.
Just a
Eric?
What genre?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Yakuza, like
Make sure you're
the
recording this.
Japanese mafia
gangster?
movies, like
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Beat Takashi is a
Yeah.
director that does a ton of them, and I love all of his movies. And I think that's what kind of turned me on to the Yakuza game
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
It's just they are a little bit too much Shenmue, or they have been
Sure.
for me in the past. That's why I lose interest after like a third of the way in. It's like, okay, the setup and the like first couple cutscenes were awesome, and I'm like in that movie.
Yeah.
But then I kind of get bored like running errands. But I'm excited always
Yeah.
to try the new next one.
What makes
And
them fun for me is they really embrace gonzo shit in Japan. So
Yeah.
yeah, they'll tell you to run errands because
Oh, there's a mouse in here.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my god, right there! There's a mouse.
Are you fucking serious?
There's a cute little
There
mouse
was a
in
mouse.
here.
How did that get in here?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is you a man or a mouse?
Oh, that's not a mouse, Garrett.
I know. I didn't see him.
So are we gonna continue?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Why
doesn't
is
want
it
it
that
here.
both times-
Well, it's here. I can't get it
Anyways,
out.
you were saying?
Why is it that both times we had a mouse, your feet go back up on the chair?
Because I don't want it on my feet.
It's not gonna go
It's
your
not on
feet.
your feet. It's over
Believe me,
there.
Hey.
it's as scared of you.
Eric,
You know
can I
what?
answer the
Yeah,
question?
hey, you know what? Go ahead.
Do you
Close
remember
up on Derek.
in cartoons when a mouse runs through the kitchen, everybody jumps up on a chair? That's
Oh,
what you're supposed to do.
Everybody does.
You see him?
Everybody.
Yeah, he's back here.
Can you trap him? Get him.
Don't trap him.
We'll just set him free.
No,
I'm not
this is where
saying
he
kill him.
lives.
Oh, he
Oh, he ran away. He's
He
behind
ran
you,
into the
Garrett.
office.
Mousy64.
Is he behind him?
Garrett, it went behind you, Garrett.
He went on to the other set. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, there's a mouse in the studio, so that's probably going to be the end of
I was gonna try to
any
catch him.
compelling conversation.
You rat
No,
fuck.
Rocco should definitely be able to put this out of his mind for the rest of the show.
He'll be
Let's see.
fine.
Yeah, I'll get a lot done at the office this week. For
You're
sure.
not going to be
That's
distracted for the rest of the show.
You
are
say, oh, they're scared of you, whatever.
Yeah.
I literally remember editing a video at my desk, and Derek was sitting there, not
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And it was at his literal feet.
Yeah, but
It
what's
was
he
not
gonna
running
do?
from
It's not
him.
gonna do anything. It's a
Well,
mouse.
it didn't, he didn't know I was
Rodents
there.
at my feet does not motivate me to stay here in any capacity.
Are you a man or is you a mouse?
First of all right, they're cute and they are scared of you.
he had big ears. He had big ears, right?
One, you like Disney, Mickey Mouse. Hello.
Oh.
Rocco, why are you running from me?
Just call that little mouse Steamboat Willie. He's your friend now.
Yeah, you know, mice don't. But when I see a cockroach, I go, oh, like I can handle it, but like it is
Or
scary.
like a rat.
What?
A rat, whatever. But like I was peeing in the
little
bathroom
mouse?
like a year ago. All of a sudden, a cockroach ran like out from the toilet, and that like, oh my god, like this like
Hey,
we
Rocco.
don't got that noise out of me, you know. But the mouse,
We don't have
mouse-
roaches.
Anyways,
Don't-
Rocco,
he's lying.
you
We
were
don't have
going to finish up your Yakuza Zero comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
He has
Oh,
nothing
come
else to
on.
say.
I don't
Oh
know,
my
it seems like
gosh.
there's a lot this-
I wish we could have a mouse in
We
here
still
every
got
week.
20 minutes at least of the podcast.
No, we got a lot more to talk about.
There's
Damn.
20.
I was just wondering if you had anything else to say about
Let's hear more
Yakuza
about
Zero.
Resident Evil.
Is there any way I can add mouse to the agenda? I don't think I can. Add that.
Anything else you had to say about Yakuza Zero? That's basically it. It's the
Yeah.
best Yakuza ever. If you've never played
no,
it before,
I was just gonna say it embraces the weird shit. So like, I hate stuff with fetch quests. I don't like that either.
Oh yeah.
But these games are good at. There's so many weird things along the way. I did a karaoke. I just went to a karaoke bar and sang, and it became like it explodes into this weird like cutscene of like him at a rock concert. It's almost like in his mind.
Oh wow.
And they like the games are dead serious, but have this weird quirky sense of humor while still taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that there's something bizarre every time.
They play similar to like the dialogue of Deadly Premonition.
Yeah.
It's that.
Where it's so stupid, but it takes itself seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway. That's why I really enjoy
I'm
it.
excited to get to that once Resident Evil's cleared.
Yeah.
Maybe
Nice.
twice.
I might try it.
You know,
if this one's a prequel to all of them, maybe I'll check it out. What were you gonna say?
I was thinking, I came here early today to play Resident Evil because I have it. At this point, I'm so far in on the game in Rocco's PS4 here that it's kind of like I don't want to start all over again from my house.
Where are you? What are you doing in the game?
I did the first boss battle. I'm still in the first house though, I think. So I don't know. I'm honestly I'm like 4 hours in, but I'm terrible at this game. So like you can see when you watch Friend Dimension, that's I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. but I don't know. Like, I just can't see myself going home and playing that. But what was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say. Oh, I was watching Royal Rumble with Eric instead. I didn't know that was on. So, but yeah, Resident Evil 7. That mouse fucked me all up. I'm sorry. Rocco's so scared. I'm distracted by Rocco's feet and all on the floor. I'm just all fucked up.
I think everyone's lost on you mumbling through. I watched Royal Rumble with Eric instead.
Well, I got here
I
early.
don't know what the fuck he's.
I watched Royal Rumble with Eric instead.
What's wrong
I'm
with you?
sorry.
I
Did
don't
you
understand
drink?
what you're talking
I did drink a lot today.
That mouse
I
just
did.
That mouse fucked all our brains
fucked
up.
it up.
Hey, you know what I need to clear out my? I wish I had some.
Save us.
Some fucking kickapoo.
That's
if
what I
I
need.
had that
That's
right
what I
now,
need.
Do we have one? In the
I would
fridge?
pour
No.
a kickapoo in a
about.
circle,
And the mouse wouldn't.
a sacred circle, because kickapoo is so magical. It repels all demons, all unwanted entities, and
Unknowns.
it makes you healthy. So if the mouse came into the circle, I would be strong enough to fucking destroy it.
It's true.
I don't have any because I haven't gone to drinkkickapoo.com or beverages and more. But you should do that at home. Check it out for yourself. Obviously, you know we love Kickapoo around here.
Bevmo.
We put Kickapoo on the map. I mean,
Yeah.
what?
I'm just saying, when I'm checking their Twitter, they retweet so many Mix64 fans who like, hey, shout out Mix64 and Kickapoo, my first Kickapoo ever. Thanks, shout out boys. You know, like,
We're
all
tight
the
with
time.
Kickapoo.
And we got
all the
thirsty
time
fans.
they're retweeting that shit.
Kickapoo's tight
'Cause
with us.
People love us.
They came out to game days. They were super cool. They're a cool company. So if you still haven't checked out Kickapoo, just try one. Try one Kickapoo. What's it gonna hurt you?
Yeah.
Drinkkickapoo.com. Check it out.
You gonna get hurt?
What's
What's wrong with you?
not all yeah. What the hell's wrong with you? Kickapoo is available on Amazon as well. Hey, if you are on Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription every month. We here at MEGA64 would love to have your free Twitch subscription signed up with us. Why? Because you get all these emojis, you get the stocks are up, stocks are down, images to put in the chat. Our whole Twitch stream becomes ad-free for you, and frankly, it's free. It's just sitting there already. All those features are already available to you. All you gotta do is go click the proper buttons, do yourself a favor, sign up for our Twitch through your Amazon Prime.
Right.
You're gonna enjoy it. It's just sitting there. You haven't used it. Go ahead and use it. And also, in case you haven't noticed, this is the sponsorship section of our podcast. You can sponsor us directly. Go to shop.mega64.com.
Yeah.
Get a shirt, get a hat,
shirt,
get a poster.
on sale.
We had pre-orders last week
right now.
Yeah.
for some new merchandise. How did all that go?
Pre-orders for the new shirt that we had. The
Simulated
space shirt
and the experiment sweatshirt.
Experiment sweatshirts. Those are closed now.
Right.
The pre-orders are closed. And yeah, it was great. This was kind of an experiment because we tried that at Black Friday because we frankly just didn't have enough for what
It's
we
the only
needed.
option now.
And it was the only option at that point. But for this, it's like, well, let's see if everyone can get what happens when everyone can get the shirt that they want,
right?
You know, in the size that they want. So we did pre-orders and that went well. We hope to have maybe a small amount available later. Hopefully when those are finally done being printed, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll update everyone on that.
The pre-orders
because we have to kind of gauge that.
Friday, I feel like there was a lot of moms who didn't understand what the pre-order thing meant. Like we said, like you're not gonna get it before Christmas, and there's so many people who are upset with me for not getting it.
Mom's got so much on their plate with all that, laundry and all the fucking vacuuming they gotta fucking do.
Dude, one of my favorite genres, but one of the biggest pains in the ass.
Mom porn.
Well,
what?
He knows.
Okay.
Garrett loves genre.
Yeah.
Genres.
And you want to talk about the best genre with the most pains in the ass?
Yeah.
Mom porn.
Mom porn.
But anyways, we are talking Mega64 sponsors. Go to shop.mega64, pick yourself up a shirt, and man, I just want to reiterate, if you have Amazon Prime, subscribe to us with Twitch. There's so much good stuff for you that is free for you. You should get it for yourself. Go get it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a fucking favor. Why not?
I love that.
Frank and Kevin, as we said, are at PAX South, and they wanted to say thank you to everybody who visited them because they had a great time.
I have a question for you. I don't know if you know this, but did the Hacks 2.0 poster go over well?
I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh, they
have any law enforcement officials?
Cybersecurity come get them.
Yeah.
Haven't even talked to them.
Oh, no. Maybe they were arrested.
No taps on the shoulder.
They might be in Guantanamo right now being waterboarded according to the directive of the new President Trump.
Oh. He's into that?
They're doing hacks? They're doing cyber?
They're cybering and they're fucking everything up.
Fuck.
Did you hear President Trump did something good today?
Stuff?
I did not hear that.
I've never heard him do anything good.
Just kidding. It's never fucking
shit.
Okay.
Anyways, what else?
It's like I was dreaming.
2017. It's a new year. I have a goal for 2017. I'm gonna hijack the podcast for a second.
What?
It's just gonna be personal,
like the mouse.
Personal goal. I'm the podcast mouse. Yeah, I'm taking over. It's my show now.
Are you a man or a fucking mouse?
Yeah. Rocco's not smiling at that bit.
Yeah, Rocco. Nice to see you here.
I mean,
put your feet up. I'm gonna get up.
When we had the mouse thing happen, it was like 2012.
Yeah.
Like, that derailed shit. I won't fucking work here. If
come on.
Oh my God. Rocco's quit.
We're going to put some traps down. We're going to catch
Am I crazy?
I'm going to
for not wanting to work where there are mice?
Hey, there was a mice here like 4 months ago. Me and Kevin got rid of it without ever telling you.
Yeah.
So,
listen,
I'm sure there's one off, so that's why it's not that big of a deal.
We're going to call the guys.
2012 was bad.
We're going to find that rat fuck. We're going to silence him.
I heard you guys was making videos in here. Hey. Not on my watch.
No rats in this crew, understand? We'll take care of it.
I hope nobody left any cheese underneath the dirty desk in the corner. All right. Well, anyways.
Oh, jeez.
It's 2017. It's January. It's a new year. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to take Mega64 to the next level personally.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's help.
What level is that?
I'm trying.
Nobody's help.
Strictly you.
Mouse comes in here and suddenly everybody's abandoning me. I want to hit 1 million subs this year on YouTube. And you know what? Wow. I don't know how we're going to do it, but seriously, I want to have a real moment here, and I just want to put that out there so that everybody knows.
What are we at?
Everybody knows the roadmap that we're on for YouTube, for our YouTube channel.
We're a little under 400,000.
We are so close to 400,000 subscribers. which is really close to 500,000 subscribers. And I feel like if we have 400,000 subscribers, why not just have 1 million? Okay, 400,000
Yeah, why
people.
not?
400,000 people say our videos are good. That's enough people for me to say our videos are good. And if 400,000 people have subscribed to our channel, why not 1 million? If everybody out there who's subscribed to our channel knows one like-minded person and they could share MEGA64 with that person,
I like that
we'd be
logic.
at 800,000.
Not bad.
And
I
I
like
bet
that
all
logic.
those people have 2 like-minded friends out there who would love MEGA64. And you know what? We've been around for long enough. We're the funniest people out here. We have some of the best videos. 400,000 people out there
Street team.
already like our channel. We're taking it to 1 million this year. You're going to see.
Yeah.
And I want everybody out there, all the internet soldiers, this is our new mission.
Boots on the
okay?
ground.
That's
I
right.
feel like
Fists in
getting
the faces.
It's a big goal. Like honestly, that's
It's a
that's
big goal.
a pretty.
Maybe we won't even make it.
Maybe we won't, but I think putting it out there in the universe,
I like.
only good stuff.
I like
And you know
setting a goal.
what?
Positivity.
I think we should. It's 2017. Like I said, it's January. We have a whole year to see how close we get to our goal. I want to start putting more. I want to see us put more videos out. I think this is the year where, I don't know, MEGA64. Maybe we'll get a TV show this year. I don't know. I'm just feeling. I'm feeling excited.
Not with mice in this.
We're gonna have our movie come out
right.
this summer.
It's true.
Version 4 is going to be a movie. We're going to do our first feature-length film this year. We're going to have our first television show this year. And we're going to hit 1 million subscribers. Mark my words, everybody. It's going to happen. And you're going to watch. You're going to see it. You're going to be part of the journey. And I'm excited. And I just wanted to share that with
All
everybody.
right. Hey,
with
respect.
you, man.
Respect.
A million subscribers.
There's
Thank
nothing
you.
wrong with having a goal.
Thank
It's
you.
a perfect time to launch this. It's a January. It's the
Yeah.
beginning of the
January,
year.
New Year's resolution. MEGA64 hits 1 million subscribers
Let's do it.
this year.
Shit,
This
yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm fucking feeling it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. We're doing the podcast.
Who should we? People are saying collaborate. Who should we collaborate with?
You know, we've already collaborated with the Fine Brothers. We could collaborate with somebody even better.
What's Ray William Johnson up to?
Yeah, Ray. You know what, Eric? I actually looked into that.
I
This
saw
week.
some photos of him recently.
Ray William Johnson. It baffles me.
Takes a lot of selfies.
Ray William
weird.
Johnson has essentially left YouTube.
Oh,
He's like really not
that's
on there
weird
anymore.
because he was number one.
Well,
he left.
That's not weird. That's
Now,
nuts.
does he
Squirrel
still?
nuts.
Does he still have other people do his bit for him?
So this is what. Okay, so he's really. Yeah, for the past couple of years, he had other people hosting his thing.
Right.
Equals
And
3.
the views are just nothing anymore. So for the past like 7 months,
It's like a little emaciated kid that did it.
yeah, it was.
Do you remember that?
I do remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's like
for like
Ray
one
William
episode.
Johnson left, and there's a fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost standing in his
Yeah.
comic book background,
Yeah.
The ghost of
trying to
Ray.
make the same
was
dumb
weird.
jokes.
Oh,
Even 12-year-olds that watch that were like, "Who the fuck is this?"
That was
asshole?
really weird. And so then that didn't work. So he
Yeah.
had like his comedian friends do it, and it just went away. It's gone.
Okay.
Crazy.
But now he's like not on Twitter. He posted like, "Yeah, I'm not really on here
He's
anymore."
left the internet.
no, he's
So
done.
where is he?
Hey,
And
maybe he
it
grew
looks
up.
like he's only posting on Instagram, and he posts like sketches on there and stuff.
That's weird.
But how do you like do that as a
Maybe
like?
he
Is that
just-
his job?
Maybe he just
still?
made his money and
Pure
now he
art
doesn't give
now.
a shit.
Maybe.
He's
Maybe.
going full laboot.
Well, in the vacuum of Ray William Johnson leaving YouTube, his subscribers need something to watch.
Yeah.
Hey, dude. you're
Subscribe to
smart.
us.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And you know what? Before we move off this, all I want to say is we have so many good videos on our channel. We have like over 600 videos.
Backlogged.
Maybe not quite that, but definitely over 500 videos, over 10 years of backlog videos. There's so many people out there who have never seen MEGA64. When they do discover us, that's going to be their fucking week.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
going through all
Oh,
our old
yeah.
shit.
And then there's a certain percentage of those that become hardcore, hooked like on heroin, MEGA64 internet soldiers,
That's
and
right.
they
Uh-huh.
find
Yeah, no, he's right.
they find the personal channels.
That's,
now
then
something.
there's their whole month gone.
And then it goes, I mean, it's great being a
The
Mega
rabbit
64
hole-
fan.
it goes deep.
Honestly, it's fun being a Mega 64 fan. If I wasn't in Mega 64, I'd be a fan of Mega 64
Oh,
because
thanks.
yeah. No, but we make an effort to do more than just video. We got the cool shirts that we do. We put on game days. I feel like we got a lot of extra stuff to like sink your teeth into.
We kind of are the kings of all media. We cover game streaming.
Once Howard Stern dies, we will take the throne.
Right.
Kings of all media.
Tight.
Well, so yeah, that's why I asked though, like, who should we collaborate with? Because people are always like, you should collaborate with more
Howard Stern.
people. Well, who should we collaborate with? Because in my opinion, this is just my 2 cents here. Collaboration videos are the easiest thing to do with MEGA64 because we get a list together of who we want to collaborate with, and we basically wait 6 months, and then they do some like career-ending shit, and we don't have to do them.
Yeah.
So they're really easy to execute. So
Nice.
people out there, who should we work with? Let us know, and then we'll wait 6 months and see if
You know
we have
what?
they're still around.
Seriously, though. Seriously. All joking aside, let us know. Email us,
Yeah.
podcast question of the week. We are on a mission to hit 1 million subscribers in 2017. What do you think we should do to hit that goal? Who should we work with? Don't suggest videos we should make. We're going to throw those in the garbage. We'll handle that.
Yeah. Leave it to the experts.
Yeah, but let us know. Who do you like on YouTube that you would like to see us in a video with? Who do you think who would we mash up well with? I don't know. I don't fucking know. You got to let us
A
know.
lot of people saying H3. That stands for he.
I see.
You're the soldiers out there. We're the captains. We're opening it up to get the dialogue started. We want to hear from the
Yeah.
troops.
Saw
I've seen
Lights
Brittany
Camera
Louise
Jackson.
Taylor.
Is she still doing song parodies? What's she up to?
Yeah, what's she up to, Rocco?
I don't know. that one I don't know.
I think she got preggers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sadly.
fuck.
Sadly.
That is sad. It's a sadness.
She's a mom now. Life is over.
But that's a hot genre.
It's a hot genre, as we said earlier.
Wait, is she a mom or a
Oh,
stepmom? There's a difference.
She has a new video called "What's in My Diaper Bag," and yeah, she's a mom.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't sound like a video.
fun video to watch.
Her Twitter profile says "YouTube obsessed LA actress." Yep, obsessed.
Yeah, you're not acting in much.
Hey, you know what?
What's in my
the
diaper
best,
bag?
the best when a lot of these YouTubers have a kid, it's great because they always say like, "Yeah, but I'm going to keep doing my thing," but it always ends with that sentence always ends with, "I'm going to keep doing my thing, but I will say, look at this," and it's just like a photo like,
Of their kid, yeah.
and then the next video is about like, "I wiped my kid's ass," and it's like, "Oh, yeah,
Well,
you didn't."
If you want to be real here, I go to Rocco all the time and say, "Is this a
Yeah.
funny video or a dad video?" And I show him
Yeah,
a video of my
that's
kids,
true.
thinking like, "Is this good enough for YouTube or not?" And he's honest with me. Thank God. He's like, "Hey, you know what? That's funny, but that's more of a dad video."
Hey,
And we'll put
everybody,
it up.
everybody writing stuff in the chat, email us because we're not going to read the chat right now.
If you're going to be real, I'll be real and say it's probably better she's raising a kid than trying to do whatever that YouTube channel she was trying to do was.
that's
No.
true.
So raise that
Yeah,
kid.
no, you should. Yeah, focus
Well, if that
on
kid
Keep
turns
smiling,
out,
baby.
if that kid is reared any similar pattern of the way that YouTube channel is reared, woo, unsub that kid.
I think it is a woman's right to unsub her child.
Fuck anybody who tries to take that right away.
Yeah.
Hey, we will keep you updated on our goal. We will keep you updated on our goal throughout the year. Hey, we're gonna fucking
Let's do
hit.
it.
We're gonna hit 1 million subscribers. I'm gonna let you. We're gonna keep you updated on our progress. Let us know what. What's so? You're losing it. Let us know who to collab with. We're on a mission. We're gonna make it happen.
Unsub.
If you get sick of hearing about our updates, then just get us to 1 million already, so we'll shut up about it.
What's gross? Okay, if you're in a conversation with 2 different people, and a woman says to you, like, I'm pregnant, but I think I'm gonna unsub my child. Like, what did you just say? Ew. But then
Get him out of my feed.
then that's on one side of the room. Then the other side of the room, a guy tells you that when he proposed to his wife, the first thing he said when she said yes was, "I win the internet."
That's way worse.
Which one's worse?
Unsub my child is funny.
We've been in the room for one of those.
Yeah.
There is
I win the internet.
there was a video going around fucking Facebook of the bride sometimes has a first look where the husband isn't facing them.
Yeah.
turns around to the bride in the
I
dress.
saw that.
Yeah, and he turned around and she was in the T-Rex costume.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm just gonna go home. Like,
Oh.
you're wasting my time.
I liked
it.
I don't want to fucking marry you. Goodbye. I'm
You're
sorry.
no fun.
You know
I'm so
what
sorry,
I?
goodbye.
You know what I would say to that
You're no
if I was
fun,
that
son.
husband?
Oh,
Good
That's
answer.
good. That's good.
Good answer.
That was a good answer.
Hey, you had to do it to him.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Get them back.
I've gone around the world. I love the dab. I fucking love it. In the same way I love using the word hipster unironically, because it's an instant trigger that makes other people angry and they don't even know why they're angry. When anybody dabs, everybody in the room is just, oh, fuck! Damn it!
Because everyone hates millennials.
Everybody hates the dab, but nobody can explain why. That's the kind of thing I gravitate because that's power.
Yeah.
That's like a magical spell. Like, wow, there's something that I can do that will just enrage you for no. Then I'm gonna do it.
I used to start saying
You like pushing buttons.
the term sick. I used to say ironically all the time because I hated people saying that, and now it's just slowly seeped into my actual vocabulary.
Oh, I just used to say sick because all the kids at school said sick, and my mom hated.
We'll see that.
Why do you say sick?
It's the same
It's the same
mentality.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
though. Like,
You
fuss
say
fussing
it
over,
because it's
Mom
like,
hates this.
Mom, you're getting worked up over nothing.
What? I did a sick trick on my sick skateboard.
That's right.
That's pretty sick.
It was.
We
pretty
we wanted to do a sick new segment
cool.
tonight.
Oh, sick.
Might as well. I think
Sure.
time has come.
Yeah.
This is a new segment called MEGA64 Return Fire.
All on a beautiful morning. All on a beautiful
See, now you've seen that segment intro.
Thank you, sir, for your hospitality.
Derek did the podcast intro. I did that intro. So who's the cooler editor?
Rocco works a little bit harder.
Email podcast at mega64.com.
One of the editors is a little
Who
cooler
is
than the
the
other.
Oh my
editor?
god.
So,
that's weird.
hey, we've been doing this podcast for a long time. We put it up on YouTube. We get a lot of wonderful comments on YouTube. Why not open up a dialogue? You know, people shoot off a YouTube comment and then they just vanish.
Yeah.
Let's open up a dialogue.
Anonymously.
Dialogue.
Yeah.
We're gonna read a couple YouTube comments and we're just gonna react to them. Not even to be funny. We're gonna have a discussion.
Okay.
Like like a good country star once said.
Let the conversation begin.
Ooh.
Am I reading these two, or would you like to read them?
Oh, we'll read them.
Okay, here's the first.
Or you can read it. It
Oh,
doesn't matter.
excuse me.
I can read that.
Sean, that
Can you
might
read that?
stink.
Yeah, I can
Sorry.
read that.
Go
So,
for it.
first comment is from Michael Chen. Says, this one's for Garrett. I miss the old days when Garrett did nothing but jerk off. Now he's banging. He's changed. Last week, Garrett, you had a lot of stories about how you're having sex.
Yeah, before it was all
Michael,
jerk off stories.
The fans, they feel
Michael.
like you need to go back to masturbating more and maybe perhaps have less sex in your
Little
life.
do they know that I've been banging since back in the day, the whole time.
Banger from way back.
Banger from way back. Maybe I just didn't talk about it.
As a banger from way back.
And that doesn't mean I'm jerking off less. I'm still jerking off the same amount.
Yeah, me
I just
too.
incorporate them both.
Nice.
I have like this kind of like peak performance mode where they both are even.
Right.
If there's a little
Okay.
more
That's
sex,
That's your peak performance, huh?
yeah, if there's a
Yeah.
little more sex going on this week, there's got to be some jacking to match.
All right.
And then if
Oh.
there's less sex, then maybe a little less. I'm not as horned up.
So
he keeps it
Wow.
even.
you keep it all
That
level.
makes sense.
It's all level.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My baby's on the level.
Yeah,
a,
I keep-
a high tide raises
All
all
right.
ships.
Well, you know
Exactly.
what?
Exactly.
I'm glad you
So
brought this
Michael-
comment up then. There you go. That's pretty
Right.
good.
I'm just saying.
High tides
That's,
raises all ships. He
It's
knows.
a good comparison. I think.
Me and Rocco, we have deep conversations about this stuff. We know how to
Not
keep
jerking
Why don't you invite me?
about you
Yeah,
know
invite
We have a
Sean.
lot of sessions.
Hey, next time you just call me and just let me just talk and
keeping
Hey,
the levels
Sean,
drained.
chime in your 2
chime in
cents
that
here.
conversation.
So just if Garrett's not talking about jerking off, doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
good
it's
to
happening.
know. Good to know.
How do you
I
guys-
think you just should assume that about any man you
Thank
ever
you.
talk to.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the next comment? This is good. All right. Return fire. Off to a good start.
All right.
Okay, return fire. Next comment.
From Hat Hands, it said Derek comparing Skyrim to Final Fantasy. ... Kill me.
Ouch.
Wow. All right. I just wanted to clarify. Last week, Rocco brought up the discussion of Final Fantasy. He said he was a little bit disappointed with it. And the way he was talking about it made it seem like perhaps Final Fantasy had focused more on the world and the little details and a little bit less on storytelling. All right. And I had foolishly made a comment like maybe they should have done it more like Skyrim. And I didn't really elaborate on that. And all I was saying is that, you know what? I feel like the story in Skyrim was done in such a way where it kind of was a very compelling main story, and then along the way were these little, also equally compelling side stories. So you never ran out of like avenues to go down.
But you're saying it was a story that it was conducive to why you were exploring the open world. It's not. It's not like you know, when you said a good story, I think people took it as like you only like the game for the story. I don't think anybody feels that way about Skyrim. It's just that its story was conducive to why you're exploring it. It gave a reason to lead you
almost
down
not. Yeah, I think maybe it sounded like I was praising the story in Skyrim, like, wow, now that's a good story. And it wasn't so much that, but just the way they used their story in their open world made the open world seem very alive, and like there was a lot to explore, and you never kind of ran out of. Like, every corner of that open world seemed very rich, because you knew there was going to be a lot to bite off there. And,
I know you're saying.
And maybe Grand Theft Auto 5 would be a better example, because I feel like they did it well in that game, too. Those are two open world games that implemented a story very well to keep you kind of going and exploring everything.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
You
That's
ready for
2.
the next one?
Yeah.
What's the next comment? 100% agree with Garrett and Derek on urinals. I don't know why, but if I'm trying to go in a urinal, I could stand there all day, and it just doesn't come out.
I feel you, brother.
We're not alone. You know what?
Congratulations, Nitro Rad is with you.
Hey, we're not happy about this affliction. It's just we got to deal with it, Eric.
I'm glad to learn that we're not alone.
We're
and
talking about it.
Maybe
we
need to reconsider the urinal situation.
You know, and I was at work taking a piss in the urinal last week, and I was thinking about the conversation. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. And I was thinking about the conversation we had, and it was like, you know, I'm glad it's kind of a slow day and not a lot of people around. I don't hear anyone coming. I'm comfortable right now, and I was able to just kind of concentrate and go.
I was really happy to hear there's a lot of people out there.
I will say, I can pee at urinal, no problem. But I really prefer it if there's those little walls on the urinal.
Oh, absolutely.
That to me is night and day.
That
no pecker checking.
Like,
otherwise.
you know, like I don't really care either way, but I would much rather have those.
Yeah.
Next comment.
Next comment.
Black Bile Cat said, I'm so tired of these guys acting like they are so cool. I bet you've never seen a girl naked.
Oh my God.
He knows.
He's right.
He
You know
fucking
what?
got us.
We have. Let's all go around and confirm.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
not
You know
true.
what?
What?
What if we look at a photo of a naked girl in our phones
Right now.
Right now? All right.
Okay.
You guys have your phones on you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, get your phones out.
All right.
Go to your camera roll and go to that one folder. You know the
I'm
one.
going to have to go to Google.
Oh, you got yours are online? You got docs?
And mine are in the cloud.
Hold on. I'm Googling naked girl right now.
Hold on, let's see.
Hold on, guys. Live. I want to
Whoa.
prove this fucking guy wrong. Because
Are we gonna get banned from Twitch?
I'm tired of this
I'm not
shit.
showing anything.
I'm looking right now.
I'm literally on nakedgirls.com.
Sean, don't look at
I'm
my
not
phone.
looking at your screen, man.
Don't look at mine. I'm zooming in on.
All right, my
A
phone
titty?
froze. I don't know if
Okay.
this is an up and up website.
All right.
I got redirected to a different website. I'm not going to
shit.
list the name because
Nakedgirls.com. That should be a straight shooter website. I don't know why it would have given you any problem.
look at that. Can we all confirm?
I got it. You don't
Yeah,
store
we
them?
got
Naked girls.
confirmation.
Camera?
Oh, these are in my
No.
text. This is a. Hold on.
All right. I'm going to have
Oh,
to.
mine's updating. My phone is currently updating. So.
And I
you
have
guys
officially
can read.
seen them, and I'm closing the window.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Damn it! I still haven't seen one because my verifying.
Oh, yeah,
update.
I saw one.
Sorry.
Look at that one.
So now that guy needs to go delete that comment because we are officially cool.
Yep.
All right, now we're cool.
All right.
What else? We got a
I
couple
gotta-
more?
I gotta put this-
Yeah, we got a couple more. Yeah, sure.
Over
Next
my-
comment.
We're firing back. You literally cannot run and gun in Resident Evil 4.
I think we called it that game said it was more run and gun. No, you literally can't, but you get it. I
Oh, as in,
you have
like,
to-
when you're aiming,
you have
you
to
can't
stop
move.
and fire,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you get what we mean.
But all the Resident Evils leading up to that one were so like slow at the time. That was considered running it.
Yeah, tank controls versus what you were able to do in 4.
Yeah, sometimes we misspeak. You know,
Next
run and
one.
gun is a term.
All right,
Next one,
comment.
yeah. Stop and pop.
Why don't you?
Why don't you fucks link the React video in your description? You talk about it, but won't even provide a direct link. Those nerds have multiple channels, and it's annoying trying to find the particular video. That's a comment about our React appearance
Just
that we
search
did.
what we're talking about.
I
Hey, we were on YouTubers React
No, you're on Kids React.
to Breadface. Okay, look that up. Takes 2 seconds.
Hey, when you're right, man.
Yeah, they
I
did
think
their
Brandon, I
job.
think Brandon DiCamillo. I think Brandon DiCamillo talks about that in the behind the scenes of Haggard. He's like, everyone wants to know like who's in it. Ooh, let's do you didn't do the credits. Yeah, you know what it is. Go look it up. You have all the names. Like, why are we doing credits? I thought that was so funny.
Go look it up.
Like, go to the video store, look on the back.
I was gonna say we'd provide a link, but I like your response
Also,
better.
Rocco put it on Twitter.
Yeah, it's on
You wanna
Twitter.
go find
Yeah,
it?
we linked to it.
If you can't use Google, use Twitter.
That's the response. It's on Twitter, but also go look it up.
Last comment.
I saw it on the Reddit.
Last comment.
Yeah.
Last comment.
From the guy 1991. I work at a theater. I never give a shit about when people bring anything in. I just get pissed when I have to clean up their shit when they don't
Yes.
throw any of it away.
That's a big question.
Because I am the kind of guy I will never leave my trash there.
All right,
Turned into that guy.
Let me say I am the guy who treats the whole theater like a trash can.
Oh,
no.
you're a dick.
Thank you.
Fucking asshole.
You guys are rude as shit. That was awkward.
Hey, I'm going to quote a brilliant man,
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
Said, "The price of movie theaters, I'm okay with. I can still afford it, and it's worth it to see a show. However, this high cost that I have paid, I have, in fact, bought the right to do this."
I agree.
No.
I was
feel like
there.
that is part of the luxury of going to a movie
yes.
theater. You get to see a
You
movie
leave your
on the
shit
big
there, yeah.
screen.
Give
you
a
have a
teenager-
concession stand to give you tons of food, and you don't have to get up to throw it in the
That
garbage. You
used
can
to be a
throw
thing.
it on the floor
That used to be a thing.
You're passing the garbage on your way out of the movie theater anyways. Why not just take that?
because it's already on the floor at that point. What am I gonna?
Sometimes-
So
I'm
the
done
movie,
with my
the
shit.
movie
It's
ends,
there.
and I'm gonna crawl all over the floor and recollect
If
everything I
it's
threw
as
down
simple
there.
as a cup, if I'm still drinking from a cup, I'll bring that with me and I'll throw it away. If it's on me.
Okay.
But sometimes shit don't work out that way. It's popcorn or whatever.
people-
I'm leaving it there.
People in the
seeds.
chat are saying people have to clean that. Like,
Yes.
you leave. Yeah, I know. It's called the fucking employees.
Gives a
of the
teenager a
movie
job.
theater.
That's a good thing.
The guy has a job to maintain the theater. I'm not the fucking employee.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like people are gonna drop popcorn, that kind of shit. That's what they should be cleaning up, not like your trash that you could have cleaned up.
They have
No.
they have trash cans on wheels and brooms.
Right.
They have a whole system to clean the entire theater once the movie's done. I'm going to capitalize on that system.
Sometimes it does take longer, and I've been like delayed getting into a theater early to get a good seat because
cleaning up people's
they
messes.
were still cleaning. Yeah,
You know what?
And I just-
Yeah, I'll wait.
I find it
That's fine.
easy. I find it easy to just grab my shit now and walk it to the trash
Just
can
throw
on the
it
exit.
away.
I'm gonna say 100%. I don't believe a word you just said. I don't believe you've ever been to a movie theater early ever in your fucking life. I really do not believe for a second. For
You know what?
one-
Not lately.
For 1 second,
Not lately.
I don't believe that you were kept out of a theater because they were cleaning it because you got there early. I do not believe.
That hasn't happened in a while, but that has happened to me.
Don't believe
But back when I was a teenager, that was when I just left. I would eat sunflower seeds and just spit them onto the floor. Like sunflower
I never
seeds.
did that. I never
That's
did
a
that.
fucking mess.
Straight up.
Fucked up.
I think part of the luxury, part of the experience, part of what you're paying for at the theater is the privilege to trash the floor. Just throw your trash right on the floor.
Yeah,
That's-
that was always the process though. It's only in recent years that they would collect your things and put it in the trash can at the
Because
end.
they're
They
getting
didn't used to
lazy.
do that. They did
Yeah.
not used to do that.
Yeah, because corporate America doesn't want to pay their employees and they want to put it on the working man. They want the average Joe to shoulder the work burden. Fuck that.
Think
No.
about how much cleaner the environment would be if people didn't dump their trash on the floor and they just put it in the bin at the end.
Explain how the environment is.
honestly-
The
Yeah,
environment
I heard that.
in the
The
theater.
movie
Oh, the
theater.
movie theater.
Sticky, like
I
you wouldn't
just-
have sticky
I am really-
floors.
You got more holes in your arguments than Swiss cheese, buddy.
Are you?
Not the atmosphere.
I'm scared about climate change. Like
No,
they
no,
don't
no.
turn the AC enough up. In the
I'm talking about like
you know,
sticky floor stains on the fucking armrests and all that
you know
shit.
what? Somebody in the chat too. I'm liking this. They made a facetious comment. They're like, "Ooh, I shit on the walls of the bathroom stall too." Hey, you know what? If I'm in a public bathroom stall and I accidentally shit on the wall, then I shit on the wall.
You don't clean it up?
You don't.
No, I'm not gonna
Oh
clean
my
it up.
God. This
Are
guy's
you
a
kidding
maniac.
me?
I don't work at the
I'm not
restaurant.
I'm not gonna clean the
Sociopaths. They're
Yeah,
sociopaths.
You made the mess.
and it's their bathroom.
Yeah,
They're
they have,
sociopaths.
they have,
You
made
they have
the
a
mess.
hired staff to clean it.
Exactly.
Your shit.
And it's their establishment.
Feces.
Dude,
You're blowing my mind right now.
They have a hired
no,
maid.
you're blowing my mind. I'm the guest. If somebody comes to my house and makes a mess, I clean it up because they're my guest.
But you shit on the wall.
And if I go to an establishment
They have a
and I
hired
pay
maid.
money, I'm their
Wait.
guest.
So if Sean goes to your house and he shits on the wall,
Yes, I will clean it up.
What?
Yeah.
Because Sean was never hired to do that.
Honestly, Sean's my guest, and he came to my house, and he made an accident, and I'm like, oh, fuck you. You think you're leaving? Clean this shit up.
okay, hang on. Are you gonna be upset with him?
I may be upset with him, and
Then-
honestly, here's the thing: I may expect him to offer to help clean it up, but I'm not going to hold a gun to his head and say like, "You're not leaving my house alive until you clean this shit up," because he is a guest, and that's called hospitality.
That's it. I was just curious
None
about
of
that.
this. People keep
Can I
running in the
come
chat.
over?
Never let Derek at your house. Never. None of this has anything to do with somebody's house.
I'm not saying I'm going to shit on your
never
wall.
mess up somebody's house.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I worked
These
at
guys are
Barnes
crazy.
and Noble. I had to clean up somebody else's feces.
Yeah,
I had to clean up
do that
human
too at
shit.
Chili's. I had to do that.
Exactly. That's
but-
what you do.
But that's not my job. Was to clean up shit. My job was to bust
Then
tables.
why did you do it?
Because the manager made me.
Then
But,
it
like,
was your job,
that was like.
despite what you
I
think.
felt like
I'm sorry
less
to
of
tell
a
you.
human being having to clean up someone's
Yeah,
shit.
you're
that
in the wrong
but
industry.
I felt. Oh,
Get over yourself.
It's
Less of
I
a human
felt-
being.
I felt like I felt bad about myself because I had to clean up someone else's shit.
Oh,
I felt
sorry,
bad about myself.
Snowflake. Get over your privileged life.
Hey,
Fuck,
get
I don't
it.
know what to tell
Hey,
you.
That is people's jobs. I get like porta potty maintenance, that kind of stuff. That's I get it. I understand that, and I respect. Believe me, I respect that because I couldn't do it. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you were the one to make the mess, pick up your mess real quick and take care of it.
You
It's
think?
for me.
Look, if I'm at Chili's, I'm not equipped to clean up a shitty wall. But
Yeah.
the people at Chili's
That's
are.
That's more what I'm talking about.
They have
is
all
like,
the cleaning
If
equipment.
if I'm in a Disneyland bathroom,
What am
I
I
don't.
supposed
I don't
to
have
do?
the tools to like handle this.
And that's
I
their
don't
job.
know, yeah, and I
at
don't
that
know what to
point.
do.
Sorry, it's an accident. I feel bad for
And
you.
I might honestly even like. I know it's embarrassing, but I might even inform someone.
Yes.
Hey, there's something like you need to attend to this, whatever.
But that's
I don't.
that's their
But I don't
job
have the
now.
tools to do it. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
all I'm talking about. What am I going to do with it?
Paper
the tissue
towels.
paper? I'm like, what am I going to do?
And I'm not saying I
Yeah.
purposely shit on walls. I'm just saying
No, if it was
if an accident happened,
yeah.
I'm not going to be held responsible for it.
When I see a parent with his kids and the kid accidentally pisses all over the place, I don't look at the dad like fucking mop this up. Like you need to contact somebody and then they'll do it.
Perfect. When a kid does it, perfect example.
I guess this is a
I've
weird
had,
example
I've
because
had one of my kids have an accident or a problem in the bathroom, and I've cleaned it up because I feel like that's the
Well,
right
you're
thing to
going
do.
beyond the
you
Call of
got
Duty.
the kid.
You're
But
going above and beyond.
I don't
I'm
think
proud
any
you.
of us have ever had a public accident where we needed to clean up after.
Not in a while.
Shit on a wall.
Exactly.
That was hypothetical.
yeah.
It could
It's a
happen.
bad example.
It could happen. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you got food poisoning suddenly and you're out in public.
I mean, it is at Chili's. You might be right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure
You
it
never know.
is.
Exactly.
They're fajitas, man.
They grill like no place else.
Hey, this is America. I'll shit on any wall that I want, and I dare you to try to make me clean it up.
Oh, I got a wall you could shit
There
on.
we go. So, that concludes our new segment. Return.
All right.
No,
to
I was
Fire.
glad that got brought up because that was I knew was going to be a discussion.
Yeah, it's good.
That's a hell of a discussion.
Cool.
Man.
What are we doing? Good on time?
No.
You saw La La
man.
Land. You
I
wanna
did
talk
see
about
La La
that?
Land.
What are your thoughts on that?
I really
What'd you do
liked
with your
it.
candy wrapper during
I-
La La Land? No, I'm just kidding.
I think
You
there's
saw it at home.
there's no way that doesn't win Best Picture. There's no way it doesn't win. And I don't think it necessarily was my favorite movie that I saw. I think The Rival was better. But LA loves LA, and they're gonna vote for that to win
Me too.
Best Picture.
I
So,
heard that it's just like one song is really good, and that's about it.
I agree that one song, because it's kind of the theme of the whole movie is that
They kind
one
of tell me
song.
like there's one song that makes the whole movie, and without it, it's like the movie
But
is
it's
centered
almost
on
like,
this.
but it's almost kind of like the undercurrent of the whole movie.
It
It's
is.
Not,
Oh.
It's not
All right.
just like, oh, that's one part.
Yeah,
and then
it's
that's
in the movie like 5 times. Like it's definitely like
Yeah.
throughout the theme throughout.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought Emma Stone was awesome. Here's the thing though, I don't think they could really sing that well, but they kind of weren't going for that. I guess I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it just felt like they were. It
Talk
felt like
singing?
a real thing.
It did,
As
but
opposed to,
it was weird
yeah.
because they chose it to be a musical, and then they didn't really care if the actress could sing, which I thought was weird.
Enduring.
It was weird, but I liked it. So
Endearing.
Nice.
I think it was more. It had a vibe of like regular people's musical, kind of almost. You know what I mean? And I think maybe that's the balance they were trying to strike. Either way, they're both funny,
yes, they are.
and that made it good. If it had been, because there was talk. Oh yeah, originally it was supposed to be Emma Watson and some other dude it wouldn't have
Yeah.
given a shit at all.
Yeah.
Like these two people are funny and they made it fun to watch. It was good. I really liked it. It was maybe my favorite movie I saw of last year.
I like
really,
Arrival a lot more.
I really liked it. Yeah, there are things that affect me more so sometimes than other movies, and kind of bittersweet things that just twist that dagger of like, oh man, like it just made me it made me emotional. Anyway,
Cool. Have you seen it?
No.
Me neither. But maybe I'll check it out. I like old musicals.
Yeah,
And,
they did that. I mean, there's a couple of shots where it's like, oh, this is exactly what they would do in like a 50s musical.
Maybe I'd like the homage then.
Yeah, it was an
check it out.
homage.
I feel like if it's on an airplane, I'll watch it. But
That I would never recommend the movie for you.
I'm
Garrett.
looking forward to the
Garrett,
new Resident
that's
Evils
not for
in
you.
theaters. So.
Final chapter.
Yeah, I
You
got it.
sad?
I'm not sad. But I'll go see what Mila and her husband have in store. I didn't get a chance to see it this weekend, but that'll be the next time.
it went out with a whimper because it bombed.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, the last three, I think, bombed.
But they said though that even if this makes a little bit more, it will cross
They
a
make
billion. It'll cross a. They're like altogether they made $1 billion.
They make them
like
cheap,
that, yeah.
and they like. I think they push the audience in like China and stuff with these movies
Yeah.
huge. So I mean, who knows? They're video game movies. They're never the best. I rewatched what I think is probably the best video game movie a while ago. Like last week, I watched the first Silent Hill, or I guess they only made one Silent Hill movie.
Did it hold up? You
I
still
like that
it?
one. Yeah, it held up. I think it took its own original story and kind of mixed like what the first two games did.
I never realized. It just occurred to me when I was reading about this newest Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I didn't know that director did the first Mortal Kombat. I did not know that.
Oh.
He's
that's
pretty
the one
much
movie
done
people-
just
people-
video game movies.
Yeah, people still tell me like Mortal Kombat is still the best video game movie. I did not know that was the same guy. at
Wait,
all.
he directed what? Same guy as
His
what?
name's Paul Anderson,
Silent
right?
Hill, right?
Yeah. No. Resident Evil. The Resident Evil director did Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I see.
Paul Anderson.
The
Really?
first Mortal Kombat
He did
movie
the
is
first
my favorite
Mortal
video game
Kombat?
movie.
I guess so.
Oh, I had no
Yeah,
idea.
I love that movie. I mean, that's probably a nostalgia thing where I loved it when I was a kid. I don't know how really good it is.
And
but-
he's married to Mila Jovovich, and they've been making
Oh.
every one of these Resident Evil
Yeah.
movies together.
Interesting.
But I don't know if he does shit in between those.
All he does.
I think he did. There were a couple he didn't direct. I didn't know that.
Didn't he direct Alien Res or
Alien
He did.
vs Predator.
He
yeah,
did,
Alien vs Predator? Yeah,
He did Event Horizon. That's
Yes.
a really good movie. That's
and that's
best
one of
Horizon is a
my,
good
that's
movie.
why I like Event Horizon's.
That's
yeah,
his best movie.
That's way.
It's like
up there on my
Castlevania in
list.
space. It's very video
Great.
gamey.
It's a great movie.
I didn't know there were a couple until I read this article. There were a couple Resident Evil movies he skipped. He did not direct.
Oh, he didn't.
There are a couple, and
Oh,
when
wow.
I can't remember the names of them. When he said it, it was like, oh yeah, because those did look different. There were different attempts being made in these than what he normally does. But he did this final movie. But in between there, he did do other movies that I don't think anyone
Cared.
heard about or cared. But I guess next he is. Yeah, it's funny. He's like, I'm doing. They're like, what's next for you? He's like, well, I've done like 80 of these, so I'm doing like a romantic comedy. That'll probably be under the radar, and then I'm looking at Monster Hunter. So
Jesus.
just fucking continues.
Okay. All right.
Nice. Well, we'll look forward to that being a piece of steaming shit.
Yep.
Huey Bowl type garbage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that pretty much wraps up this week's podcast.
Yep.
Everybody, thank you for watching.
Thank you for
what
watching.
What should we end on? What should everybody take away from this podcast?
No,
Mm.
I don't got it. I don't know. I have no idea.
It's okay to leave your trash in the theater.
I don't
No.
know.
And,
We
and
don't
it's
agree.
okay. To,
We're
and it's
split.
okay to shit on the walls
It's
of
not.
Chili's
No.
No,
it's
we're not.
Shit on all these walls.
No, it's not okay.
and make them deal with it.
No, it's not.
And if you're at Toys R Us,
Yeah.
piss in the aisle.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god.
Tell
What
Chili's.
the fuck? Oh shit!
What?
Good night, everyone.